I grew up Catholic and went through Catholic schools and everything like that, and Savannah was non-denominational Christian, and so we were trying to find a church that we both felt that we could be a part of together and enjoy together. Savannah's coworker actually introduced us to CPC, Helena, and I would say from the first time we were here, we really did, and felt that this was a church for both of us. What we found was that it was really nice because as our faith grew, as a couple in a church that we had finally found together, we also grew individually too, and so what I find unique about CPC is ultimately the community and how much more they have to offer than just Sunday service. The various local programs, like doing meal trains for people, or we've been a part of the international program and meeting people through that. Just how much connection and just how much they are, focused on
living out that,
living out God's
call to love your neighbor,
care for your neighbor, love your neighbor, exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I grew up in a non-denominational church. We were very involved in the church. My parents were also very diligent about kind of teaching me about money management and things like that, and that included the process of tithing and the importance of tithing. As a kid, I can remember when I would babysit and earn money from getting money for my birthday, my dad would help me set aside 10% of that amount for tithing for our church, and then 10% for savings as well. I suppose as I've become an adult, I've held on to that conviction about the importance of tithing, and that's a way to give back to your church. As a family, we've decided that 10% of our income will go to the church here at CPC since we're members. We feel like the pastoral staff and all the different avenues that CPC is doing here for our community is amazing, and we want to support them in that way. I know there's several verses in the Old Testament, right, about giving of your first fruits and different things like that. 2 Corinthians 9:7 says, "Each one must give as he has decided in his heart, not reluctantly or under compulsion, for God loves a cheerful giver." And I really think that the process of tithing is something personal that you really have to sit with, churn in your heart, pray about, and really make sure that what you're committing to is something that you are joyful about.